Hi, today I received a question from a student of mine with regards to a recent incident which happened in Tirur. Tirur is a place in Kerala state. There's an IT company in Tirur which has been running for more than 10 years right now, and they gave away 6 cars to their employees who were with them for last 10 years. So it was a 10th year anniversary, and it was an absolute surprise. And there were 1 or 2 employees who even don't know how to drive a car, and they got a car and they were so happy. So the question asked by my student was, what is the strategy? Now, it's not about the strategy. There are 3 things that we have to know in this case. Number 1 is strategy. Well, that's good enough. Number 2 is planning. And number 3 is purpose. Now, among these 3 things, the strategy, the planning, and the purpose, which is the most important? That's the question that you need to ask. And without a doubt, the purpose is the key. Why should we give something to someone? That's the purpose. Now, the key purpose here, the husband and the wife who are running the business, the key purpose is to make their staff members happy, feel that they are part of a family, and move forward. To bring satisfaction, fulfillment, and oneness. That's a purpose. And once you identify the purpose that I want to make someone happy, then you need to ask yourself, what is that I need to do? That's a strategy. Well, here the strategy, what was applied is called surprise. A surprise could be in the form of a visit. A surprise could be in the form of a gift, like what happened here, or it could be anything, a surprise. And always keep in mind, surprises are really, really good, but they say that don't give surprise to your manager. Never ever do that. Because if you want to discuss something which is urgent or it requires your manager's involvement in it, make sure that you inform him or her well in advance. Don't go and give them a surprise on the deadline date. So, going back to the subject. Giving surprise, especially a gift, is really good. You will never ever forget that particular moment. And here the strategy used was giving a surprise to the staff member. And the purpose was to bring satisfaction, to bring fulfillment, and to show that we all are one single family. Now there is one more important element, and that's called planning. You cannot create a strategy until otherwise you plan it. Some people mistake the strategy and planning are same. The answer is no, absolutely no. So you got to plan what you want to do so that you can achieve your goal. And the goal here is bringing fulfillment in the staff member or the members. So the planning should have started maybe 1 year back or something, where the husband and the wife, they sit together and see what is the gift they want to give or what is the gift they want to provide. And here it was a car. That's planning. They discuss, they might be sitting on the dining table or the boardroom and discuss about what is that we should be giving to show that we love them and they have been with us for last 10 years. Strategy. It should be planning, brainstorming, coming up with an idea of giving a car to each and every one of them. That is 6 members. The next one would be approaching the car. Which company car should they buy? Number 3 is, should they take any sort of loan? Then they have to approach the bank. So this is part of the planning. So always keep in mind, you start with why in mind. Always, there's no doubt. It's not about what and it's not about the how. The what and how becomes very easy, and the easiest one is how. And how is the one that actually stops you. How can I go and do my studies? How can I pay my bill? How can I go to a foreign country? How? When you start questioning with how, without knowing the purpose, then you will get stuck. So never ever start with how part. The how could be a big ditch. It's fine. It could be a big valley. Well, good. It could be a challenge. It doesn't matter. Do not start with how. Always start with why. And if your why is powerful, if you got a solid reason, if your purpose is powerful, then your how becomes very simple and very easy. You'll find a way. We all have heard the proverb, if there's a will, there's a way, am I right? And similarly, if your purpose is really strong, you will definitely find the way to it. So going back, first start with your purpose, then ask what's the strategy, and then make sure that you plan in advance so that you can meet the strategy and the strategy is aligned with a purpose or it's congruent with a purpose. And that's exactly what's happened in this particular case, where a company, IT company in Tirur, they were able to give 10 cars to their staff members, an excellent example of leadership. And when I saw this video on YouTube, I shared that with all my leaders who have got hundreds and hundreds of team members under them. I shared this video with them. I know that many of them, they don't understand Malayalam. However, I just shared with them and said, this is the right example of leadership where you consider everyone to be a part of the family. There is no gap between you and your staff members. Even in this case, they were asked not to call them or address them by sir or by ma'am. No, call by name, and you can also add something like G or whatever it is, like say Farook G, for example. So that's how they use in Malayalam, so that they can address with the name and with the respect because they are elder in age and so forth. That's exactly what you have to do. If you want to become a leader, if you want to grow and excel, if you want to bring your leadership skills high, then I can help you. We do provide a program which is called the LEAP, which stands for Leadership Empowerment and Presentation Mastery, where we teach you how to become a better leader than who you are today. To know more about the program, you can click on the button which is below, or you can use the link, or you can visit farooksensei.com.